Our very own Alero Boyo is a brand and product representative and influencer, and the sales and partnership lead at Bumper and Premier Business Network. She also runs a business called Alex Boyo World, which offers partnerships as a service. Alero has a background in mass communication for her BSc and completed her MBA with Nexford University, where she studied enabling e-commerce. Because Alero is a friend of the house, I'm not going to start with her.
That's fine.
And she's on probation. Because we have officially started her from
Please, push up your beg.
But it's really good to see you, Alero. You cannot beg. We have started.
You should please.
It's really nice to see you. How is Bumper? How is Premier Business Network? How is Nextword? You're doing a lot of partnership. How is it?
Yes, it's been fun. It's been fun. I always like everyone to understand that the doing a lot is not really as, I mean, of course it's hard, but it's not that hard, because the luck I have is that I'm in conversations. So whether I like it or not, it's easy to plug in people and to plug in organizations together because I'm in those conversations. So there's a lot going on, but it's fun. It's fun.
I really want to also share a bit of your story, because you also had that opportunity meeting,
And then to see how interesting this is, it's opposite.
Yes.
She finished in how long? 9 months?
9 months.
I finished in 3 years.
3 years, yes! You know what?
I finished in 3 years.
Yes, so your story is quite interesting, because me and you did the same boat, you now left me.
To even know that I took time, I still leave you.
Omonade used 9 months, they shattered the thing. And I used 3 years, right? And yours is actually interesting, because after that 3 years, it's just been, like that. Maybe you should share the story. Let me not go ahead of myself.
Okay, where do I even start from? When I started my MBA, it was like 2019, and I came across the university on Instagram, sponsored ad, I saw it. For me, I've always been somebody that I've always had a curious mind. And a lot of people who do not know me personally will see it as, you're all over the place, so you want this one, or you want that one. But for me, it was more like, what is the next big thing? How can I achieve the next thing? I was lucky to be in an organization that was super interested in, pushing their employees to upskill. I was very new. I remember when I just joined, I saw the advert HR had sent that, if you're interested in going for any higher learning certifications or masters, apply. So for me, I was pretty new, and I asked, what's the policy? I want to apply. And they were like, you have to be 2 years in the organization before you apply. Well, with my coconut head, I applied, being just 2 months in the organization. And luckily for me, I was able to get a 40% scholarship from the organization I was working.
Just being a staff of the organization?
Yeah, just being a staff of the organization. So the organization paid 40%, and considering university, because it's a monthly tuition, so the organization paid about 8 months for me up front. So I now had the time to study. And while I was studying, I remember I was doing marketing. Then I started being curious, this marketing profession, what is it about? Luckily for me, the same organization allows you to move to a new role. Yeah, so you're curious, right? Okay, you want to do this, move. So I was moved to the marketing department. I was learning marketing, and it was from there I now got the skill to do partnerships. And that's how I'm doing partnership right now.
You are a fantastic partner right now.
Yeah.
Alero will not let us to breathe on Instagram. But we see your work, and it's really, really, and again, maybe because I know the journey.
Yeah.
So every time I'm so excited, I want to repost, I want to put it on my story, because I see that the work, and which now comes back, and I'll come to NJ, because I'm sure she's dying to have questions. Which comes back to the part of upskilling to stay relevant, because again, it is based on the skills that you got. Interestingly, both of you specialize in e-commerce.
The same thing, yes.
Yeah? But you are fully in e-commerce right now, because Alero has done different things, and the main thing now where you are at Bumper is e-commerce,
yes.
And it's almost like a square peg in a square hole.
I wanted to just quickly point out something. So there's one thing for you to have that competitive mind to want to, move forward. Then there's another thing for you to be willing, find something that you're interested in. I remember a couple of months ago, we all know my story, late last year, I decided to start over again, even though I'd done a couple of things. But I was like, you know what? I wanted something different, and I was ready to go at it. It was months that I didn't even have a paying job, but what was I doing? I was doing different things. I kept upscaling. I kept positioning myself in the environment that the kind of people that I wanted to hire me would see me easily. So for you, in order for you to just become a better version of yourself, you have to be interested in growing and learning. And it's not just about the competition of getting a better job or a higher pay. It's about you. Because whatever you learned, nobody's going to take it away from you. You're going to use it to get more opportunities. It might even be a better opportunity than you expect. Omonade did not expect that opportunity. She knew,
so fast.
do you understand? She knew that, okay, the moment I improve myself, there is no way something will not come for me. So you just put one foot in front of the other. And before you know it, people are actually watching you. People are watching you progressing. People are watching you make that. You might think it's uncomfortable, you're suffering, but outside, people are like, I see what that girl is doing. I see what. And then when the result comes out, you'll be surprised how people will just reach out and say, well done. The major driver for me has been to be able to solve problems. And I'm very much interested in small businesses. And I've been able to upskill myself to get to the point whereby I'm working with an organization that is solely interested in solving problems for small businesses. And it just feels like I'm in the right place to help this brand push. If you're not using bumper, I don't know what they are using. So, you just have to be interested in creating a change in the world and creating a change for yourself. And for me, I am so much interested in learning and creating that change. So that's my own story, learning and creating a change for, the world.
Absolutely.